Excuse me, ma'am.
Ji.
I will be presenting SEC from Department of Physics. So I will be. Should I send my PPT to you, or I can
Yeah,
upload
I
from my
think
side?
you can share screen. You can see a green button here.
Yeah, I know that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, you are a presenter. Yeah, you are a presenter and you can share your screen
Okay, ma'am. Okay, ma'am. Yeah.
for the schedule. Okay, so let us begin with the orientation program. So on behalf of IQAC, Shri Venkateshwara College, I extend a very warm welcome to all the teachers and the first year students present in the meeting. To facilitate the students to make informed choice regarding SEC, which is short for Skill Enhancement Courses, Criteria 1, IQAC, is organizing this orientation program for all the first semester students for introducing SEC offered by various departments of the college. The NEP 2020 visions imparting life skills as well as technical and professional skills as part of holistic education. University of Delhi has prepared various skill enhancement courses in different domains to provide kinds of skills to the students such as communication, computer related skills, coding, financial management, etc. with higher degree of hands-on learning so as to equip you with the skills of your choice suitable to the academic path you choose. A student who pursues any undergraduate program in the university and any of its colleges is offered a pool of skill enhancement courses from which you have to choose one to study in the first semester. So University of Delhi has listed 109 SEC courses, out of which the college is offering 16 SEC courses. You can choose anyone from that list. Just share my screen. I hope my screen is visible.
Yes, ma'am. It is visible.
So on my screen, you can see the notification regarding SEC registration for the first semester. Here a link is provided. You click on this link, it will take you the form which will collect your SEC preferences. This is a common form for collecting both SEC and BSc preferences. You can fill it latest by 31st of August. When you scroll down further, please read these important notes here. The note number 3. It says, you may view the list of all SECs here. A hyperlink is given here. When you click on this, it will take you to university website and this page will open. This is notification by University of Delhi about SEC courses. It has the list of all 109 SEC courses. Along with their syllabus. Paper-wise syllabus is also mentioned. You can go through it. So from this pool of 109 SECs is for the first 4 semesters. You will study SEC paper in the first 4 semesters. So from this pool, each semester will be offering you 16 papers. It is chosen depending on the interest of the students and the difficulty level at the first semester level. Further, in case you wish to choose any of the SEC which is not being offered by the college, you shall be required to attend classes of the SEC at one of the cluster colleges, offering that paper in order to study the same. In that case, you can choose none of the above option in the SEC drop-down list in the form, and you can write an email to the nodal officer, South Cluster Colleges. The email ID is given here in this notification itself. You can write this email latest by 31st August, along with the name of the SEC you want to study and your contact details. So now let us start with the paper-wise presentation. Teacher concerned will be giving you a brief idea paper-wise, and that will help you to make an informed choice. They will also tell you if there is any eligibility criteria or prerequisite for a paper. So we start with the first SEC paper, Healthy and Sustainable Food Choices. It is being offered by Department of Biochemistry. We have Dr. Sarika with us.
Thank you, Dr. Dipti. Let me just share my screen. I hope you all can see the screen.
Yes, your screen is visible.
Okay, yeah. Thank you so much, and a very good afternoon, everyone, teachers and the students. Myself, Dr. Sarika Yadav, Department of Biochemistry, and the Department of Biochemistry is going to be offering the Healthy and Sustainable Food Choices as the skill enhancement course. And the credit for this course is 2, which is mainly coming from the practicals. Okay. Yeah. So first thing first, why are we offering this paper? We often find ourselves at the crossroad, which this picture is showing, the crossroad of between the crossroad at which you have to choose between the tastier but unhealthy food, and on the other hand you have healthy but not so appealing food, right? And we often move towards the left side, the food which is shown on the left side of this picture, right? But we must remember that the diet that you have is a bank account, and good food choices are like an investment. And we all know, like any investment, you don't see the results or the benefits of it immediately. You have to wait, right? So likewise, to make a healthy choice and expect a result immediately is unrealistic, right? Another very, very important thing that you all need to understand is, whenever we talk about the food, we always talk about the nutrients, and with nutrition comes another term, which is malnutrition. And whenever we talk about the malnutrition, we always go, discuss about the undernutrition, which is going to be leading to the wasting, stunting. But what we forget and do not discuss is the overnutrition, which is equally important, problem to be addressed, right? And in fact, India is suffering from not from undernutrition nowadays, but more from overnutrition. and we see a rise in the obesity, cardiovascular disease, all sorts of lifestyle based disorders. So keeping all this in mind, we are offering this paper, and what objectives we are trying to meet by this paper is that students, we try to make students understand the importance of the healthy food. How can they identify the healthier food options? They should also be able to understand the portion size and how to control the portion size of the food, right? Also, they'll be trained to prepare the healthy and nutritious food. And also, very important thing is to link the sustainability with the food choices that the students are making. So to meet these learning objectives, we have the syllabus designed, and the syllabus has 2 credits. Like I said, it is coming from mainly practicals, no theory hours. And the syllabus has 4 units. Like I said, to meet these objectives, the very first unit is about the healthy food choices, where the students are going to be trained about making the good choices, right? To read and understand the information that is there in the food labels, to do the nutrition profiling in the commonly consumed food, and very, very important thing is to explore the food environment, which is the mapping of the food and food outlets available in the vicinity. It could be near the college or near your residence. Second thing is the unit is going to be dealing with the portion sizes, wherein students are going to be understanding the concept of serving size or the portion size and how can they control it. Also, how can they calculate the total energy that is coming from the food items, and even more important is how much nutrient dense the food is by using various databases. Then the third unit is going to be about the food preparation, because theoretical knowledge without telling them how to implement that information is going to be not very beneficial. So the third unit is basically going to be talking about the preparation of healthy and nutritious food items, wherein the students are going to be trained about preparing healthy snacks, soups, desserts, and other meal combinations. The fourth unit, like I said, is very, very important, wherein we are going to be understanding and linking the food choices with the sustainability, because whatever food choice we make has an impact on the environment. So students are going to be trained about the identification of the nutritious food sources, right? They are going to be taught about the case studies to understand how the food supply chain works, and what is the carbon footprint of every food item that we consume, and how can we reduce the carbon footprinting of the food that we are commonly consuming. With the syllabus, after completing the syllabus, we expect the students would be able to make healthier and nutritious food choices. Also, they will understand and be able to relate the influence of the food environment on the food choices, what is available. Normally we make the choices based on that only, right? And they will also be able to comprehend the importance of the sustainable food choices, because ultimately we have to find a balance between the health, environment, ecology, and economics, right? Thank you very much. You can reach out to me on this email ID, sarika@svc.ac.in, and hope to see you all in good number in the classroom. Thank you, Dr. Deepti.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Dr. Sarika.
Just stop sharing my slide. Yeah.
Now, moving forward, the next paper is Green Belt Development for Smart Cities. It is being offered by Department of Botany. We have Dr. Prasad with us.
Yes, ma'am. 1 minute. I'm sharing.
Yeah.
One minute. Hello.
Anji.
Now it is visible, na, madam? My presentation is visible now.
Your screen is visible.
Okay.
But not
Presentation.
the presentation. Nahi. You open the presentation again.
Again.
Yeah, because I think the screen got stuck.
Oh. Now, madam. Hello.
It is just black screen now.
Again.
Yeah.
So you can stop sharing once and maybe once again start sharing.
Are you in college? Maybe the network issue.
I'm in college.
Yeah, now it is visible. So.
Yeah.
Now visible. Ma'am.
Yeah. Now
But it's still
again.
stuck, kind of stuck. If you're in college, then you can come to ICT.
It is visible now. It is visible.
Visible.
Okay. Hello. This is Prasad from Botany Department. So I am presenting Greenbelt development for smart cities. So in this, just I am giving back a brief history about regarding importance of the Greenbelt development. So now, as the greenhouse gases emission blanket the earth, they trap the sun heat. So these lead to the global warming and climate change. So now world is facing more, you see two major issues. One is global warming and second one is the climate change. Because this, if you improve the greenery, then only we can solve this problem. So the importance of the green belt development is the issue to resolve this problem. So, and the world is now warming faster than any point of the recorded history. Earlier, it is very slow for the global warming, but now it is increasing more global warming because greenery development is decreasing due to illegal or something anthropogenic activities. So one more thing is there, best only Earth is the noun to host the life, but other, if you see in the moon or somewhere, if you want to go in the Mars also for life, so there also first you need to the botany person to develop the green, then they increase the oxygen level. So then only you can next you can start the life on this earth. So green development of the green, developing the greenery is the necessary for the improving the oxygen also. At this present, India is facing more problem regarding climate change and global warming and pollution also. You can see in the most of this country, particularly in world, Delhi is the worst city because it is highly polluted city, and it is every time it is occupying first or second place regarding pollution. At the present in India, it is forest cover or greenery cover is 24%, but actually it might be there 33% of the greenery cover as of now. So you can see the Delhi is the present political boundary map. Here you can see the green, how the forest patches. This much Delhi is there, only few forest pockets are there. But now if forest, if you increase this greenery, so these are generally we call it as the lungs of the cities because it is releasing more oxygen to the city. So why green belt? So this is government of India is introduced to student with one of the key program, green skill development under Skill India mission. The aim of the program is acquainting student with various methods and techniques to use the development of green infrastructure for smart cities. This why green skill development program? The estimation of the green cover areas in the cities, how to manage air pollution with the help of the greenery development program, how to manage wastewater, how to utilize the treated water. Why should we have this program? So why should we learn this program? So because now you have to give the pollution-free environment for the future generation. So in this syllabus now you have to, there is no theory, only practicals are there, only 2 credits. In this also all practicals are field-based. We have to go field and collect the data and then only you have to analyze. In this also not 2-3 vegetation sampling and canopy cover is there. One more is there, carbon stock estimation of the particular area is there. And generating green cover maps by using GPS point, analyzing microclimate conditions like light, wind, temperature, humidity. And one more thing is there, understanding the method of selection of plant according to the pollutant load of both air and water pollution, assessing the air pollution tolerant plant species using APTA. So measurements of the DO, BOD, TDS from the treated wastewater and tank. Determination of the total dissolved and suspended solids in the water. These practicals we have to do. So because of this, we have to go field work and we have to collect the data first, then we have to analyze in the this data. So outcome of the program, outcome of this program is that you can wanna use these skills enhancing the green infrastructure for development. assess and describe and use the appropriate plan for the restoring polluted environment, and measure the biotic abiotic factors contributing the sustainable and healthy environment. And few are career opportunities also there. Becoming an entrepreneur in the greenery development programs or air pollution control and wastewater treatment programs in the smart cities. Becoming an greenery developing profession, and launching your own NGO and becoming an advisor of the advisory person of the government of India for controlling how to control this air pollution and water pollution, how to treat this water, and how to, after treated water, now how to utilize that water, and how to improve the greenery in the cities, particularly now some like Delhi, in some areas we cannot find any plants. So there, how to improve the greenery, those will you have to give the suggestion to the government of India. So thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Prasad. The next presentation is about the paper Basic IT Tools. It is being offered by Department of Chemistry. Do we have anyone from the chemistry department? Is there anyone from chemistry department? Please raise your hand. No one from the chemistry? Meanwhile, we move forward. Next paper is about digital marketing offered by Department of Commerce. Dr. Deepika is with us.
Let me present my screen first. So meanwhile, I'll talk about the digital marketing. So, ma'am, can I get a minute? I want to present my screen.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, thank you, ma'am.
Is there any faculty from chemistry department?
Ma'am, good evening.
Good evening.
Myself, Dr. Ramanaya from chemistry department.
Okay. So after this presentation, I'll invite you.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
I guess, ma'am, there is a problem with my system. I'm not able to present the screen, but can I speak in that case?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. So good afternoon, everyone. This is Deepika from Department of Commerce, and we would like to offer digital marketing as our course. So why digital marketing is required? See, with the in today's time, we all know about the marketing and how it plays, how it provides the role, plays an necessary role in the field of in every field, basically, be it politics, be it any product or services. So how the marketing has been reimagined in this digital era, since we all know that the technology has grown up, and the marketing has to be reimagined as compared to the traditional marketing, and we have to understand the impact of the internet on the consumer expectations and the behavior. So how the digital marketing strategy has been developed while using the models and the processes, and how the new technologies can be used to target the customers or to personalize the content, performance measurement, everything. So digital marketing can even after and the 3 years of the program, digital marketing can be of helpful when the students will enter into the real world, and the entire syllabus, since it is the paper has 2 credits, and so it's all practical, and the entire syllabus is divided into 4 units, which talks about marketing in the digital world, which is unit 1. And again, as I said that earlier, there were some traditional marketing techniques. However, with the advancement of the technology, how the marketing has been applied in the digital world. So in the unit 1, we'll be covering about all the content marketing and social media marketing. We all know about social media. We are doing this. We'll do it in brief. Then second unit talks about the content and the email marketing. Again, this is the practical portions where we are talking about the content marketing. And in the third unit, we'll be talking about the social media marketing. We all use social media and we provide ourselves as the customer. So how can we be at the other side as well? And the fourth unit is the search engine, where we'll be talking about the search engine and its positioning and the overview and the goal setting. So it's all about the practical. It's the entire syllabus, the entire digital marketing is we'll be covering the practical portion. It has 2 credits, and for more information, you can contact me at my ID www.pika@svc.ac.in. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, Dr. Deepika. Dr. Ramanaya, are you ready? I invite Dr. Ramanaya now from Chemistry Department to give an idea about basic IT tools. Dr. Ramanaya, are you there?
Ma'am, I'm ready. Now I'm sharing my file, ma'am.
Okay.
Ma'am, some difficult. Hello. Hello.
Hello. Yes.
Ma'am, it's difficult to share some files, ma'am. It's not sharing.
Okay. Hello. You can just briefly tell.
Yes,
without
ma'am.
sharing the screen, you can briefly tell about the course content and if there is any eligibility criteria.
Sure, ma'am. I think all of you, good evening. It's fortunate to share my skill enhancement course from the Delhi University of Delhi, which the title of our paper is Basic IT Tools. Nowadays, each and everyone focusing on, we are living in the IT world. So without IT technology, IT tools, we are unable to get any opportunity in any public domain or private sector. With the same and the new environment of the global world, India need to be in the context. For that context, we are making the basic IT tool paper with the skill enhancement course. At first, we are focusing on it's a purely practical oriented course having 2 credits with assessment, continuous assessment, viva voce, and practical. However, these basic IT tool papers consisting some all basic tools of MS Word, MS Excel, data reporting, data analyzing, and data research, and some other kinds of phenomena we need to mail. So each and every undergraduate, they will main focus is to write email, to send the email merge, and how to use MS Word, what kind of tools are there, how to make graphical representation, how to make presentation in a beautiful way. So whenever you are going to make for a dissertation or internship, particularly BSc program or honors program, each and every student that need to submit the assignment and project do the project with the help of these basic IT tools only. For that one, each and every domain, particularly from all the subjects like chemistry, biology, life sciences, mathematics, statistics, and commerce, all people they are needed the basic IT tools. With the scan test, we developed framing the skill enhancement course, MS Word, particularly file, how to save file, how to insert, how to make a graph, how to represent the analysis, how to make the paragraph, and to represent the data. Each and every concept we offering this course with enlightening the hands-on experience of the ICT lab that may be utilizing here. With the, we have SVC has rich infrastructure in terms of ICT and other facilities. With that thing and motto, we are planning to do such kind of course, particularly basic IT tools we are offering. So each and every one that we are heartily inviting you that to present Excel and graphical things, some other kinds of things. All people are invited, and if you have any chance, we will explore, particularly for chemistry and biology people, they need basic IT tools with the help of ChemDraw, Chem presentations, Gaussian curves, and some of the math, including mathematics things, everything that we need to explore with our present context of basic IT tool course. So let me, we all the students we will provide all the kind of stuff to develop your data representation, data context, how to make presentation, particularly research development and data presentation. Say for example, if we go, students are going to willing to make some PowerPoint presentation or some Excel presentation or even Google Docs form, everything, we will make the students with the hands-on experience. With that kind, we will move further prospect way, which will enhance their skill in future for whether the students are going to extend their approach to the higher studies too. With this thing, I am concluding, ma'am. Thank you for giving this opportunity.
Thank you, Doctor.
Thank you, ma'am.
Next presentation is about the SEC paper, Working with People. It is being offered by Department of Economics. Do we have anyone from Department of Economics? Economics Department? Moving forward, Department of English. Anyone from English department? Next is mathematics.
Ma'am from English, I think Tejaswini is there. I have promoted her to a panelist.
So Dr. Tejaswini.
Yes. Good afternoon, ma'am. Am I audible?
Yes, you are audible.
All right, ma'am. So I'll just try sharing my screen.
Dr. Tejaswini is from English department. She will be briefing you about communication in everyday life.
So, ma'am, is my screen visible?
Yes, your screen is visible. This is, I'm not sure, is this your PPT? This is, I think, Canva.
1 second, ma'am. I'll just, yeah. What was the shortcut to get it? 1 second.
Maybe full screen?
Yeah, I'm looking for the full screen. I'm not able to find it.
On the right hand side, here is present.
Is it visible?
Present up, I think on the right hand side up, you can see there is a present something.
Yeah, I mean, okay. Okay. Is that okay now?
Yes.
All right. This is Department of English. We would be offering communication in everyday life. So this paper would be shared between Aman Nawaz and myself. So One second. Let's get to the. So it has 2 credits, and the scheme and mode of the examination would be, it would be of total 100 marks, and internal assessment would be of 25, practical exam of 25, and end semester, the written theory would be of 50 marks. So objectives, the learning objectives of this course would be to lay down basic foundation for basic communication, which is part of every student's life. So, and then it is also to inculcate the fundamentals of communication with the aim to enhance learning, speaking, and writing skills. And also it would help the students hone their practical skills that can be used in everyday life. So here, I'll just show the syllabus of it. In Unit 1, we'll be having the theory of communication, where we'll be talking about the features, the meaning of communication, the features and the uses and the advantages. And then we'd also be discussing the barriers of it. And there's something called 7 C's of communication. So we'd be covering this part. And in Unit 2, there's this thing called netiquettes. So it's about, how to conduct respectfully and in appropriate way on the internet language. And then we have audiobook listening and discussion. And we also talk about note taking, how to take notes of something you're listening. And then further, we have speaking skills, in which we would be having oral presentations and group discussions, where we discuss current affairs and societal related concerns. And then within this unit, we have public speaking, and we'll sort of discuss the interviews as well. And then we have reading skills, where we'll be talking about close reading, skimming, and scanning. So this will help the students, who are preparing for the competitive exams and all, how to sort of collect the information effectively in all the material one is reading. And then we have writing skills, where we would be covering summarizing, how to summarize something, paraphrasing, note making, and descriptive, the different types of essay writings, descriptive and narrative. And then we have letter writings, both formal and informal. And we have analysis and interpretation of texts, how to analyze or critically look at a text. And also we have some of other related essays, very interesting essays. If anybody interested, I can share my mail ID, and I'll be sharing the syllabus with them. Otherwise, it's available online as well. So this is what our department would be offering. So thank you.
Thank you, Tejaswini.
Yeah.
You may stop sharing now.
Yeah, I'm looking for the. Okay, I don't even know how to exit this.
Press
Is
escape.
it gone? Okay, you can just disconnect me, ma'am. I'm not okay. Stop sharing. Got found it. Thank you, ma'am.
Okay. Next presentation is by Dr. Naman Sharma from Mathematics Department. He'll be briefing us about the SEC paper, Programming Using Python.
Good afternoon, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. I'm presenting my screen. I guess it's visible now. Is it visible?
Yes, visible.
Is it visible?
Chali gayi.
Okay, so good afternoon, Department of Mathematics.
Sorry, Naman.
This
Screen is changing again and again.
yes, ma'am.
Your screen is changing again and again. Now it is stable. Yes. Continue.
Okay, I'll do it again.
Fine now. It's fine now.
I have done it again. So we Mathematics Department are offering this course. This is Programming Using Python, and we must have heard about Python, C++, all these are, or HTML and Java, all these are computer languages. And in fact, this Python is high-level language, and there are some languages called low-level languages. So we have done this course last year as well, very nicely, with around 90 students. So this would be 2-credit course with only practicals included. And remember, there are similar courses as well where Python is offered, but this is by mathematics department. So we are this the topic, the name of the course is important, programming using Python. So this is my contact. You can contact me anytime. You can text to me, write to me if you have any queries. So let's go to the learning objectives. And now you see, this is really gonna be interesting course. Why? Because this is need of the hour. We need this in today's world. You see, we need computer programming. We need computer skills in this upcoming upgraded era, right? So here I have listed a few of objectives. So we'll be able to solve basic problems. I mean, the learning objectives would be very diverse, but I have listed a few of them. So it will enhance our logical thinking abilities and to propose novel solutions for real world problems to programming languages, right? And then this course will deepen our empirical knowledge on applying programming on business domain. So let's look at the syllabus first before coming to the outcomes. Let's look at the syllabus. So I have divided the syllabus into 4 broad categories. So first would be very basics, the introduction. Second is data types and control structure. Now we are going towards advancements. So where we will study what are called operators, what are called data types, what are called statements, what are called loops, and how do we use decisions, right? And then there's the third unit is modularization and classes. So like we define modules and classes in school, modules in let's say library. Similarly here also in our program. Yes, ma'am.
Nothing. You carry on.
Okay. So similarly in our program, we will define modules, we'll define classes. So this would be a very interesting topic. And this is one of my favorite topics, right? And then we come to data structures where we mainly focus on object-oriented programming, which in short we say OOPS. So, and this will use many concepts like data structures. How do we define arrays, lists, dictionaries, and inheritance and polymorphism would be major parts, right? And let's come to the outcomes. After studying this course, student will be able to do all these things. And there are others as well, like there are diverse, many numbers of outcomes, but let's say we'll be able to interpret the basic representation of data structures and sequential programming to gain knowledge of and ability to use control framework and terminologies. Basically, it is saying that we will be able to upgrade our skills related to programming, related to understanding the data structure, what is actually called programming, and how do we handle that programming using different types of tools, different types of files, and how do we apply that programming. And in fact, how do we process the errors? If there's some error, let's say, for example, in modern times, the researches are going on with respect to making of vaccines. So how do they use the programming to make the models, and then they apply the models in real life after getting it clarified with respect to applications? Okay, So there are many real world problem that we'll see. So this is going to be very interesting course, and this is the need of the hour. And here is my contact detail. You can write to me anytime if you feel any worry or difficulty. Thanks a lot, ma'am. I'll share my contact with you guys. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, Naman. Next, we have Dr. Dhruv with us from Department of Hindi. He will be briefing us about the SEC paper Rachnatmak Lekhan.
नमस्कार मैम। सबसे पहले तो मैं सभी बच्चों का बहुत स्वागत करता हूं और आप लोगों को बधाई देना चाहता हूं कि आप लोगों ने ऐसे कॉलेज में एडमिशन लिया है जहां पर स्किल एनहेंसमेंट के रूप में आपको एक नंबर ऑफ वैरायटीज दी जा रही हैं कि जिसमें से किसी एक को चुन करके आप लोग अपना जो एकेडमिक करियर है उसको तो बनाएंगे ही बनाएंगे, साथ में स्किल्स सीख करके अदर देन एकेडमिक भी उस दिशा में आप लोग आगे बढ़ सकते हैं। उसी में से एक है रचनात्मक लेखन, या जिसको हम लोग क्रिएटिव राइटिंग बताते हैं, बोलते हैं। ठीक है बच्चों, क्रिएटिव राइटिंग क्या होता है? आमतौर पर हमको समझ में आता है कि कोई एक पेपर है, कोई एक सब्जेक्ट है जिसको पढ़ना है 3 महीने 6 महीने और पेपर एग्जाम पास कर लेने हैं, कुछ नंबर आ जाएंगे। लेकिन ये उसका एक बहुत ही छोटा सा पार्ट है बच्चों। एक्चुअल में इसका पार्ट हमारे जीवन में, हमारे करियर के लिए बहुत ही इम्पोर्टेंट है। आप लोगों ने आजकल मनोज मुंतशिर शुक्ला का नाम सुना होगा, अमीश त्रिपाठी का नाम सुना होगा, चेतन भगत का नाम सुना होगा, सलमान रश्दी का नाम सुना होगा। इन सभी लोगों को आप लोग देखेंगे, छोटा सा कोई एक प्लॉट उठाते हैं, एक बढ़िया सी स्टोरी बनाते हैं, उस पर आगे चल करके नॉवेल्स बनती हैं, स्टोरीज बनती हैं, फिल्में बनती हैं, या इसको भी चले छोड़िए, आप लोगों ने प्रसून जोशी का नाम सुना होगा, नहीं भी नाम सुना होगा, आप लोगों ने ठंडा मतलब कोका कोला सुना है? एक छोटा सा लाइन, ठंडा मतलब कोका कोला, 3-4 वर्ड्स का ये पूरा फ्रेज है, ठीक है। लेकिन इस ठंडे ने उनको इतनी हाइट्स पर पहुंचाया, नेम फेम और करोड़ों में उनको खेलने का अवसर दिया दोस्तों, इस छोटी सी चीज ने। आपको पता है ये क्या चीजें हैं? इसको रचनात्मक लेखन कहते हैं। उनके अंदर ये आइडिया डेवलप हुआ कि एक छोटी सी चीज, और जो कि रोज हमारे आसपास के मोहल्ले में मिल जाती है, भैया ठंडा देना, लेकिन उसको उन्होंने रचनात्मक लेखन के थ्रू एक विज्ञापन में बदल दिया, एडवर्टीजमेंट में बदल दिया, और एक बड़ी सी कंपनी ने उनके एडवर्टीजमेंट को खरीद लिया, और आज वो एडवर्टीजमेंट घर घर में, मोबाइल में, टीवी में व्याप्त है। चेतन भगत की कई सारी फिल्में आप लोगों को देखने को मिलेगी, हाफ गर्लफ्रेंड से लेकर के जो तमिलियन 2 स्टेट्स वाले, उस पर बना हुआ था। राजकुमार हिरानी जी ने मुन्ना भाई MBBS नाम की मूवी बनाई, अच्छा खासा उनका करियर था, लेकिन उसको छोड़ करके वो लोग रचनात्मक लेखन में जुटे, एक अच्छा सा बेस बनाया, आसपास की स्टोरीज देखी और उस पर मूवी बनाई, और हिरानी जी आज क्या से क्या है। ऐसे एक नहीं दर्जनों उदाहरण आप लोगों के सामने मिल जाएंगे जिन्होंने रचनात्मक लेखन के सहारे से नेम फेम और पैसा क्या क्या कुछ कमाया, और अपने एकेडमिक करियर के साथ साथ। तो पहली चीज जो मैं कहना चाहूंगा, एक तो ये नहीं सोचना है कि आपने किसी भी सब्जेक्ट में एडमिशन ले लिया तो अब क्रिएटिव राइटिंग जैसी चीज का हम क्या करें, हम तो BSc वाले हैं और क्रिएटिव राइटिंग से हमारा क्या मतलब, हम तो कॉमर्स में जा रहे हैं, हमारा क्या मतलब है, हम तो व्यापार बिजनेस करेंगे। क्रिएटिव राइटिंग ऐसी चीज है दोस्तों जिसके सहारे आप अपने किसी भी एकेडमिक जिस राह में आप लोग आगे बढ़ रहे हैं, उसके साथ साथ आप इसमें बड़ी हाइट तक जा सकते हैं। जितने नाम अभी मैंने आप लोगों को गिनाए ना, इनमें से मोर देन 90% नाम जो डायरेक्ट क्रिएटिव, कई बार होता क्या है, मैं क्लियर कर दूं, क्रिएटिव राइटिंग जैसी चीज हिंदी वाले लोग बच्चे अपनी बपौती मानते हैं कि क्रिएटिव राइटिंग तो मेरी चीज है, लेकिन एक्चुअल में ऐसा कुछ नहीं है। जितने नाम मैंने गिनाए, इसमें से 90% नाम आपको मेडिकल वाले मिलेंगे, साइंस वाले मिलेंगे, कॉमर्स वाले मिलेंगे, ठीक है। तो आप लोग जो भी सब्जेक्ट पढ़ रहे हैं, आप लोग उसमें अच्छा करिए। साथ ही में ये जो SEC रचनात्मक लेखन आपको प्रोवाइड किया जा रहा है इस कॉलेज के थ्रू, यह आपको एक प्लेटफॉर्म देगा ऐसा, यह आपके अंदर, यह आपके एकेडमिक उसमें एक ऐसा बेस तैयार करेगा कि आप अपनी रोजमर्रा की चीजों पर थोड़ा सा ऑब्जर्व करेंगे और उसको लिखना सीखेंगे, उसको उतारना सीखेंगे पेपर पे, उसके बाद ऑडियो विजुअल पर, उसके बाद तरह तरह के विधाएं हैं, वो बाद में चर्चा होगी। और इसके थ्रू आप अपना पूरा का पूरा लाइफ बदल सकते हैं। आप लोग अपना एक इस पर अगर आप मेहनत करेंगे, मैं नहीं कह रहा हूं कि कोई जादू की छड़ी आपको प्रोवाइड कराई जाएगी, लेकिन अगर थोड़ा सा आप सिंसियरली आप इस पे मेहनत करेंगे तो आपका जीवन बदलने वाला कोर्स है दोस्तों। तो मैं स्वागत करता हूं आप लोगों का रचनात्मक लेखन में, क्रिएटिव राइटिंग में आइए। और डॉक्टर राजकुमार रामकिशोर यादव जी हैं जो आपको यह कोर्स पढ़ाएंगे, और सफलता की शुभकामनाओं के साथ बस इतना है मैम। धन्यवाद।
Thank you, Dr. Dhruv. Next, we'll be talking about the SEC paper, Reading the Archive. It is being presented by Department of History. Yes, Dr. Jhansi is with us to brief us about this paper.
Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you, ma'am. Can I just get a moment to share my screen? I hope my screen is visible.
Yes.
All right. So Department of History is offering the SEC Reading the Archive. So this SEC is for 2 credits. It's a 2-credit SEC, wherein 1 credit is for the lecture and the other credit is for your practicals. So you will have both components in this, and it is a very simple topic. It has just 2 units, and 1 unit is theory and the second unit is your projects. So reading the archive, archives, history is not just about the history students, but all of us are a part of history, right? So in this light, I would like to quote Carl Sagan, and I quote, "You have to know the past to understand the present," unquote. So in order to understand the past, you will need various methods of understanding of past, and one of those methods is archives. So archives would help you understand your past, and it tells you about, what can be done. So this particular paper, again, I'm telling this is 2 credits, 1 lecture plus 1 practical, and evaluation will be as notified by the Delhi University. There are no prerequisites for the course. So anybody from any stream who's interested in history or who's interested in making history can be a part of this particular course. And in this course, I'd like to share the syllabus. So the syllabus consists of 2 units. The unit 1 is Introduction to Primary Sources, Power and Memory in the Archive. So basically, this is a very basic unit, which talks about an introduction to archives. So even those of you who do not have a prior training in social sciences, the unit has been designed in such a way that you can also understand. It is very simple. So it tries to talk about memory. These are like oral narratives. So if, for instance, I ask you to write your own history, your own autobiography, the various sources that you'll be referring to are like, you'll go and talk to your parents, you'll look at your certificates, the various kinds of narratives. So in that narrative, you see memory plays a very important role. So that is what we will be talking about in this particular unit. And unit 2, we have 3 projects. 1 is the documentary archive, 2 is the photography and visual archive, and 3 is gender law and archive. So going a little bit into the details of unit 1. So you see, I already spoke about power and memory. And in this particular unit, as a part of this unit, we'll also be visiting the National Archives or the Delhi State Archives in order to get a first-hand experience of how do we work in the archives. And unit 2, so unit 2, the documentary archive, it is a project-based archive. So the students are free to choose whatever topic that they would like to research on. So any colonial text, like if you want to look at the census, you can look at the census. So it is an open-ended topic. And the second topic is also very similar, the photographic archive. That is, you can talk about any one photograph, cultural memory, digitization, understanding of camera, and various other things. And the third, project would be understanding women's agency through archival lens. So basically understanding women's struggles, you can talk about the suffragette movement, or we can talk about women's role in the national movement, or many such. So these are two simple basic units, and the second unit is largely practical based. So it will be like an assignment, and we will be discussing how to work with the archives and archival material. And as far as the career prospects for this particular course goes, so it helps you in various ways, especially if you want to become a conservationist or, archiving, record management. So there are various career opportunities that we will be discussing as a part of this. And there are various internships that are being offered to the students, the undergraduate students, even within the National Archive and various other archives. So it helps us understand our history in a better way. So I would like all the students to consider this paper as their first choice. And basically, this is just a collage of various things in the archives. This particular image is from Leonardo da Vinci's notebook. And here this image is an image of the Red Fort from the British Library. So we have many such images that we will be engaging with in the class. So it is going to be a participative discussion. So thank you very much. And if you have any other doubts, any other queries for more information, you can contact me. My mail ID is jhansi@svc.ac.in. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Jhansi. Next presentation is about the paper Analytics with Python. It is being offered by Department of Electronics. We have Dr. Lalita from Electronics Department with us.
Give me a second. Can you hear me now?
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, you are not audible. Lalita, ma'am? I think there is some issue in your network.
No. In fact, I've connected from both my laptop. Can you hear me now?
Yes.
All right. Because something is wrong with my laptop. I'll share the screen from my mobile. So good afternoon, everybody. From the Department of Electronics, we are offering this paper, Analytics and Computing in Python. So if the coordinator can allow me to share my screen. Yes. Microsoft SharePoint. Is my screen visible?
Yeah, sharing has started and
Yes.
you are visible.
I'm visible and the sharing is there.
Sharing is there and yes.
Okay, let me see if I have to project this display over other apps. Oh dear. Okay, can you see my screen now?
No, ma'am, it is the same. Your image is visible.
Okay, but okay, let me. Projection, display over other apps. You know, it's a little difficult from the Zoom. Yes, okay. Allow display over other apps. How about now?
It's the same.
I don't know why
You
my
once-
laptop is- Yeah, I'm just trying to join the webinar here. My laptop is just turning off for some weird reason. And I have chosen share screen. Deepti, if you could just ask the next person to share, I'll just try to figure out what's going on here.
Yeah, you may try stop sharing and once more you start
I'll do
sharing.
that. I'll do that. Yes, I'll just do that. Okay. No. I've yeah. Share screen. Okay, is the next party? Okay, is the next party presenting now?
मैम आप ही का स्क्रीन शेयर हुआ हुआ है
मेरे share screen आ रहा है, but it's not. Okay, can you see my screen now? Can you see my screen now?
No, ma'am, camera is visible.
Huh?
Camera का image आ रहा है.
Huh?
Your fan is visible.
नहीं, I can see that. I'm sorry about that. मैं share screen कर रही हूँ. It's not giving me an option of anything. Okay. You cannot start screen while the other participant is sharing.
Okay.
That's what it says.
Okay, ma'am. Meanwhile, I invite the other one.
Or ma'am, you can mail us. Maybe we can share.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll do that. Okay, I'll do.
That will be better. Yes.
ठीक. Sure. किसको मेल करूं?
मुझे कर दो मैम, अर्पिता.
Okay. Meanwhile, we invite our colleague from Department of Physics. He will be briefing us about the SEC paper, Essentials of Python. We have Dr. Mainpal with us. Dr. Mainpal, are you there?
Arpita, I just sent to you, beta.
Okay, ma'am, I'm just checking. I'll get back to you.
If you can, share it, then I'll start with my presentation.
Just give me a minute. I'm checking. Yeah, I've received it, ma'am. Shall I share?
I think yes, we can do.
Okay. Just a minute. Just a second. Is it visible, ma'am?
Yes, it is visible.
Lalita ma'am, you can go ahead. Lalita ma'am. Lalita ma'am.
All right, yeah, a little mishap here. So the Department of yeah, can you hear me? Yes.
Yes, ma'am. Now we can hear.
Yes, Lalita ma'am, go on, please.
I am unable to share my screen actually. Hello.
Lalita ma'am, are you there?
I think Lalita ma'am's network is a little bit weak. She's speaking, but we're not able to hear right now.
Ma'am, shall I stop sharing? Deepti ma'am.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, we can hear you, ma'am.
Okay. All right. I'm muting on my laptop and present. Yeah. Can you show the second slide, Arpita?
Is it visible, ma'am?
No.
I have moved to the second slide actually.
Ma'am, it is
Yeah,
visible
it's
to
visible. It's
me.
visible. All right.
It is
check from the phone itself.
This
Yeah.
is visible,
So
ma'am.
why is, can I continue?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, this is for the children. You have already listened to, I think, one presentation on Python. Now, Python has become a very important language for all to learn, primarily because it is not only easy, but because of the massive number of libraries that it contains. You know, libraries are actually the add-ons to programs that we write in any computer language, and Python has numerous amount of packages which allow us to use it for different applications. So that is the reason we have to learn Python. If for the next slide, Arpita. Of the important, yes. Now in this particular course, in unit 1, we study about the overview of Python and compare its features with Excel, in terms of data analysis actually. Because we are learning data analytics. So we are going to compare them. However, we are going to learn about the important packages of Python like NumPy, Pandas, Matplotlib, and Seaborn. Now, Pandas, NumPy, and Matplotlib are majorly the backbone of data analytics in Python. So we are going to learn about that. And last but not the least, when we say we do a data analytics, we need to have some software, that creates and manipulates data for us. So we are going to learn a little about the SQL database and connect it to Python. Learn about how one can access the database created in SQL using Python. Next slide, please. Yes, Unit 2 contains, a comprehensive insight into Pandas. So we are going to learn how to create data in Pandas. Now, creating data in SQL and using it in Python is one thing, but there are many other, ways of creating data, and Pandas package, which belongs to Python, is one of them. So we are going to create data frames and use those data frames. Now, Pandas also gives us an option of importing files created by other data software. So we are going to learn a little bit about that. Now, NumPy is an important package in Python that allows us to work with mathematical operations. So we are going to learn a little bit about that. Next slide, Arpita. Yes. So this is just an illustration of the flexibility and the versatility of Pandas. You can, number one, create data frames either in Pandas or import them from all these different files which are created. We are going to learn intensively about them. I'm not going to, explain each one of them. But if they have been created by other software, then you can import them into Python and work with them. Next slide, please. Now, Matplotlib and Seaborn are two packages that allow data visualization. Now, more than reading into the data, which is currently of a huge volume, we prefer creating pictures and then analyzing our data thereon. So data visualization is an exercise where we use Matplotlib and Seaborn to make graphs of the data and then immediately figure out what they mean. That is what data visualization is all about. So we are going to learn about that using these two packages of Python. Next slide, please. Arpita, next line, beta. Yes. And last but not the least, once we do Python, Python is mainly known for machine learning. If artificial intelligence and many applications in Python have come up, that is because of its machine learning capabilities. Okay? So we are going to learn about the Python library scikit-learn in the context of machine learning. Yeah. Next slide, please. Yeah, this is just an overview of the scikit-learn package, what it can do, and what are the various functionalities of scikit-learn. We are going to do an introduction of this rather than getting deep into it. In the context of machine learning, we are going to learn all this. Next slide, please. Last but not the least, we are going to see, number one, Python is one software and SQL is another software. SQL is a database software and Python is a programming software. So we are going to learn how to connect these two and get the data from SQL and work on them, either using pandas or NumPy or whatever. Yeah. So all this is going to, the objective of this course is to analyze data, and we are going to learn about analytics, using Python, which is most popular programming language. So you're all welcome to join this group. I'm sorry I couldn't actually create a Google form for you all to fill, but it will be shared to your respective departments, and in due course you can all apply for this course if you want to learn. Thank you, Deepti.
Thank you, ma'am. Actually, we have created a centralized form for the collection of preferences by the students.
All right. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yes, Dr. Menpal.
Yeah, ma'am. I'm sharing my screen. Ma'am, is this visible?
I think screen sharing has started, but not yet come.
Dr. Menpal, you can also mail it to me if it is not possible for you to share. My email is arpita@sbc.ac.in.
Okay, just it is some our this internet connectivity is very poor.
Okay.
So I can describe orally actually if it is fine.
Okay, fine. You can do that also.
So disconnect. I'm audible to every.
Yes, you are audible to everyone.
Okay, so good afternoon, everyone. I am Dr. Menpal from Physics Department. Physics Department is offering this essentials of the Python course. So basically, as everyone has heard about programming with Python, analytics with Python, but we will be delivering here essentials of the Python. So in this course, we will be everyone will be learning basics of the Python, And apart from basics, it will be like some advanced topic we will be covering in this course, uh, using GUI. One can design like calculator, web pages, and like her or his own web pages, and one can handle documents, whatever he or she is using for his study, or in later life also it would be very important. After learning this course, they will be realizing that they can say themselves they are Python expert. Okay, apart from this, we will be using like this API. We will be like learning about how one can create APIs through which we can like APIs are like the software which interact with other software to communicate. Okay, for example, we use Paytm, Google Pay, and or in our own mobile phone, we instruct something and it interacts with the corresponding master data files, and it shows us. For example, if we want to we want to check weather of today's weather, so we will put today's weather. It will interact with the database and through this API. So we will be able to see the weather of the particular place or so. Similar advanced things we will be learning here apart from the basics. So this course is of 2 credit based on hands-on sessions through practicals and all. So it has 4 units. First unit includes about the basics of the Python, where we will be learning all the basics of the Python. Second, we will be in second unit we will be learning how we can handle the documents, how we can find the like troubleshooting as of the any created programs, Python written programs. Okay, so such an advancement of the course of the Python language we will be learning here. Okay, so similarly, in the third unit, we will be trying to use GUI to create GUI like Tkinter, which will one can use to build his or her own calculator, simple calculator or scientific calculator like things. Okay, and in fourth unit we will be learning like APIs, how we can handle all these. So I think we will be having more advanced Python in this course. Okay, for the contact, my email ID is mainpal@svc.ac.in. So if someone, if any student is interested, one can contact directly on this email ID. Okay, thank you, ma'am. Yeah. Hello, ma'am, I'm done actually. Yeah.
Okay, thank you. You may stop sharing.
Yeah, means I still, it is kind of hanging my screen.
Okay,
there.
so I'll just do it from my end.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you. Thank you. The next presentation is about political communication and leadership by Department of Political Science.
Yeah, am I audible, ma'am?
Yes, Preeti.
Yes. So this is the course which is presented by Department of Political Science, which is Political Leadership and Communication. So I'll just share the document so that it's visible to everyone. I hope it's visible. Hello.
Yes, it
Hello.
is visible, Preeti.
Yes. So the course name, as the course name suggests, it's Political Leadership and Communication. So Department of Political Science is actually offering this course. It's basically a 2-credit course, and which consists of 1 lecture and 1 practical. So first, I think we should discuss the objective of the course. The objective of course are very simple. It is a cross-cutting multidisciplinary linkage of the subject. It is usually to gain the basic understanding of political communication and election campaign studies. It is also trying to establish a link between political communication and leadership. Further, it basically goes on to the area of research skills, and also basically use the tools to analyze political communication and leadership. So that's the basic objective of the entire course. The next slide is basically featuring on the outcome of the course. What is basically how much course, I mean, what is the relevance of this course? So basically, from the career point of view, it is can be used in media field, in policy making field, in political and analysis, journalist, etc. So these are the fields wherein this course can be very handy, and it can be used in these fields. So I'm just laying out the details of the course. It's a 2-credit course. We have 1 lecture, 1 practical. Internal assessment is basically of 10 marks, which is 4 for our test, 4 for assignment, and 2 for the attendance. Then we have practical, which is in total of 40 marks, but then we have internal divisions as well, wherein the project report is of 10 marks, group activities or discussions that we have in class is of 10 marks, then end practical exam is for 10 marks, and Viva is for 10. Taken together, it constitutes 40 for the practical, and end semester exam is for 30 marks. So that's the basic division of the entire course. Now, next slide is basically taking us to the syllabus, what the entire syllabus is about. So the unit 1 actually deals with explaining the political communication, meaning of the political communication, its nature, scope, evolution, and the transformation. What are the phases in the political communication, which will be explained in evolution and transformation. Then unit 2 consists of exploring leadership, themes, theories, typologies, participation, performance. So these are the 2 units. Then the 3rd unit is basically about political communication and leadership, which basically deals with research. And obviously the last subunit is basically with respect to strengthening techniques of communication and leadership. So how communication plays an effective role in basically enhancing the leadership. Then unit 4 is basically about extending political communication and leadership, research issues and challenges, which is about opinion poll, exit poll. And the last subunit basically within this unit 4 is about examining contemporary issues and challenges in communication, which is basically about what are the barriers when we deal with communication and leadership. And the last unit is basically about executive political communication and leadership, empirical and professional implications. So in this, we deal with psephology as an art and vocation, exploring the career options. So these are the units taken in total, which are there in political leadership and communication. I have taught political leadership and communication even in the previous semester. So most of the students who had opted for had really enjoyed the course. So I hope you opt for the course, and I hope you enjoy the course, and obviously it will help you in making the career choices as well. So thank you. Yeah.
Thank you.
Hello.
Thank you, Dr. Preeti.
Yeah, ma'am, I'm done. Should I stop sharing?
Yes, please.
Yeah.
Students, we have shared attendance and feedback form in the chat box. Please fill that form. The next presentation is about the paper Yoga in Practice. It is being offered by Department of Sanskrit. Yeah, Dr. Ravi Kumar is with us for this presentation.
Myself, I'm Krishna Rao. Actually, my system is not working. That's why I joined with my Ravi Kumar. Welcome to all. Good evening.
Welcome, Dr. Krishna Rao.
Department of Sanskrit offerings. Okay, thank you. We are offering yoga in practice, skill enhancement course. Next. Okay. So yoga and practice, you know all that. First of all, yoga. Yoga is a mind and body practice that can be build our strength and flexibility. So, am I audible?
Yes, sir. You are audible.
Okay. Okay. It helps to manage, reduce our mental stress and our no. Okay. It may help manage pain and reduce stress. Okay. So actually, yoga is nothing but yoga is a how to manage our day-to-day life. Today, what we are looking at that in the materialistic world, we always busy with some work. Like, I mean, always when we focusing our life that we busy on our kind of reading things or doing some work. So for that, what we are facing some kind of problems. So for that, nowadays people are like getting to suicide also. So because of they don't have much of stress को control करने के उनके पास उतना सामर्थ्य नहीं हो पाता है. So so that's why yoga is the journey of self through the self through the self to the self. मतलब ये भगवत गीता कहते हैं कि हम अपने आप को पहचानने की शक्ति हम लोग को योगा के माध्यम से मिलती है. एंड आज मैं ऑलरेडी डिस्कस किया कि हम लोग बिजी होने के कारण टाइम नहीं मिलने के कारण हम लोग क्या होता है कि हम लोग क्या कि अपना आप को नहीं पहचान पाते. इतने सारे आजकल जो तरह तरह के काम वगैरह आते हैं. सो इन मेटेरियलिस्टिक वर्ल्ड में भी कैसे पीसफुल रहा जाए, दिस इज द बिगेस्ट क्वेश्चन फॉर अस. सो फॉर दैट yoga is the option and yoga is the answer. Okay, and yoga is the key of unlock your mind. What is the meaning of कि डे टू डे लाइफ में हम लोग क्या कि जो मिडिलिस्टिक वर्ल्ड में तरह तरह के थिंग्स प्रोसेस का हम लोग माइंड को लॉक कर देते. वी गोइंग टू बी स्टॉप, ये सोचना बंद कर देते. सो योगा इज द की फॉर दैट कि हाउ टू बी एंड माइंड को ओपन करता है, हम लोग को सोचने के लिए ऑप्शन देते हैं. और हम लोग अच्छे विषय को सोच करके हम लोग लाइफ में क्या करना है उसके बारे में सोचने की कैपेसिटी योग के माध्यम से मिलती है. और हम ये भी देखते हैं कि योगा क्या है कि हम लोग को आजकल क्या कि पीपल आर फॉलोइंग अदर्स पीपल पाथ, बट योगा इज इंडिकेटिंग टू अस हाउ टू बी वी कैन क्रिएट आवर ओन पाथ to achieve our goals and success. And हम लोग को क्या कि इमोशनल अटैचमेंट भी योगा के माध्यम से मिलता है. और इसके अलावा हम देखते हैं कि हैप्पीनेस योगा रहा है. टुडे कंटेम्परेरी वर्ल्ड में क्या होता है कि लोग वी नॉट फीलिंग हैप्पी, वी आर जस्ट ट्राइंग टू बी हैप्पी बट वी कांट बी. But if you doing or following your yoga, so we can be happy. And योगा क्या है? इस मीन्स हम लोग हमारे अंदर प्यूरिटी, क्रिएटिविटी, लव एंड हार्मोनी इस तरह चीजों को जनरेट करता है हमारे अंदर. और हमारे अंदर नेगेटिव थॉट्स को दूर करने का प्रोसेस है योगा है. और हम लोग को लाइफ में क्या करना है इसका एक हम लोग गोल्स देता है. अभी हम लोग वही योगा जो है दिस योगा इन प्रैक्टिस देयर इज अ 2 grades ऑफ योगा. इसमें हम लोग these are things we will discuss on our syllabus. Definition of yoga and types of yoga, asanas and their advantage, asanas in the standing position, asanas in sitting position, asanas in stomach side position, and asanas in backbone of side position, and practice of pranayama. There is a 3 type of pranayama, पूरका, रेचका, कुंभका. and इसके अलावा भी हम लोग षट चक्रास के बारे में पढ़ेंगे. तो there are many interesting topics in our yoga and practice. So like these are the types of yoga, tantra yoga, hatha yoga, bhakti yoga, karma yoga, jnana yoga, raj yoga, and mantra yoga, laya yoga. These are the types of yoga we will be discuss on later on when you will be opting this course. And always that yoga is the 8 lines of yoga. Yama, niyama, asana, pranayama, pratyahara, dharana, dhyan, samadhi. Yamas also we have 5 elements: ahimsa, satya, steya, brahmacharya, parigraha, and all as well as in niyama also we have so santo, sabasvadeshwara, friend Rana. So these are kind of things are we will be study. So I'm please opt this course and it will be benefit for you. And there are many things. This is the additions. So lack of time, I'm not discussing all the things. So please take this course, and if you have any query or any regarding any information, you can contact me through my email. My email is mkrishnarao@svc.ac.in, and thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Dr. Krishna Rao. The next presentation is about advanced spreadsheet tools. It is being offered by Department of Statistics. Anyone from Department of Statistics?
Dr. Ravi Kumar, your screen is not visible. Yeah, now it is visible.
Thank you very much for giving this opportunity. Okay, so the present course is skill enhancement course. Our opting paper is advanced spreadsheets tools. So it is related with the Excel sheet of the case. So that is we have to discuss about our department about department spreadsheets for this course. So in this, the paper grades is 2 grades. So that is mainly
Sorry to interrupt. Sorry to interrupt. Your screen is not visible. It is blank. Your PPT is not appearing here on the screen.
So you can mail it to me. Now it is visible.
Now it is visible.
Now it is visible.
So credits is 2 credits. That is, it is practical, mainly 2 practicals, practical based paper. So in this case, so the learning objects of this paper is to enable the students to use Excel for advanced data analysis. But after this paper, you have to use the data for analysis purpose. That is, for you have to decide the data, what type of data, what type of way you have to analyze the data. That this you have to objectivize, you have to think the process of way and to equip the students to with the automation skills in Excel. That means how to save the data and how to recall the data from the file. So then it can be useful for the objective of the type of data. So to enable the students to use the Excel for informed decision making wise, that is, you have to use the data for decision making wise. You have to accept the data or not. So that is, you have to by statistically, you have to which statistical tool we have to use it. For that, you have to decision wise, you have to use it. Okay, that you have to render this process of learning object size. Next, the learning outcomes for this data is students will be able to make meaningful representation of data in the form of charts and pivotal tables. So charts wise, you have to representation of data is very clear. So then it will learn the source of how the data presentation is adapted your mind. So then that's why it is the charts orientation and pivotal table size. That is a short way how to learn the table size. Excel is useful for this outcome of the after completion of this course. Okay, students will be able to draw analysis on data using spreadsheets and use interpretation to make decisions. That is the statistical data analysis, right? And what type of data you have to using and what type of decision you have to conclusion it, that you have to do the outcome wise of the after completion of the course. Okay, so it is to generate Word documents with appropriate formatting, layout, proofing, and the forming of the tables and forming of the diagrams through Excel only. By using Word document, you have to paste it, and then you have to develop the skills of the learning outcomes after completion of the course. It will help for more. So for the data side, manually it is very difficult to calculate it. But the Excel wise, we have to use the it's just clicking wise, and then we have to go the output. That is, if other language, other statistical program side, you have to go for the programming, you have to formula, you have to remember it. But in this case, you just click it, and then it will show the output, and then it is easy to interpret the data.
So that is the main source for this advanced spreadsheet tools for the usage of the freshers of the course side. In this, we have to introduce. Okay. The syllabus is first one. The unit is Excel advanced techniques. So it should be basically what type of advanced techniques are there in the Excel sheet for the latest version, and the risk enhancements of the statistical measures of mean, median, modes, and deviation, like this measures of just for clicking out the point of view, then the output will be showing wise. It will be useful for the unit 1. And unit 2 is Excel interactivity and automation. That means which type of data we have to choose it, and what type of activity you have to do in, and then that will show for the output side, it will show the unit 2 and introduction to the VBA. So there are different types of graphs and tables and slices, and with different multiples of backgrounds, like that visual basic analysis will have to show for the unit 3 side for the advanced spreadsheet use of the Excel sheet side. So unit 4 is data analysis and decision making. So in this side, the data analysis, you have to see this for the interpretation. So we have to use some statistical tests that test what type of addition you have to take it. So that it will for the opting of this post side, then you have to more appropriate to learn this addition of opting of output, then we have to show it. Okay. So the examination pattern is totally 100 marks. So it is internet assessment 25 marks, practical exam is 25 marks, and the university exam is 50 marks. So this is only for university up to date only it is changed. So actually it is 80 marks only, then it will only practical based paper only, but it is scheduled by it is changed. Okay, thank you. So if you have any doubt, then my mail is msravikumar@svc.ac.in.
Thank you. Thank you, Dr. Ravi.
Thank you.
Yeah, you may stop sharing now, please. Next, I invite my colleague from Department of Sociology for the presentation about the paper SEC, Personality Development and Communication. Dr. Urmi Bhattacharya is with us from Sociology Department.
Thank you. Thank you. Just a minute. Is it visible?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Hello, everyone. So the Department of Sociology will be offering Personality Development and Communication as the skill enhancement course for semester 1 students. And now this particular course aims to develop one of the most important skills that you require in your professional life and in your public life as well. So it aims to develop, sorry, there's a typo. It aims to develop effective interpersonal communication skills, and it also aims to develop problem-solving skills and understand its influence on behavior and attitudes of individuals. After having studied the course or after having taken up the course, what you can expect from the course is that you will have proper knowledge and you will be able to understand the importance of oral and written communication in day-to-day workings of organization and professional spaces. You will also be able to develop interpersonal skills yourself and problem-solving skills, use them in diverse contexts. And you will also become aware of the importance of body language, gestures, symbols, signs, and effective communication in ensuring effective communication. The course content, we will be introducing you to the different processes of communication. So we will be briefly hinting on the theories of communication, also talking about the different contexts, the different types of communication, written, verbal, visual communication, symbolic communication, and also intercultural communication, where different signs and languages, linguistic diversity also poses a difficulty in as to how one communicates with each other. We will also be dealing with professional communication skills, electronic modes of communication, Then we will move on to looking at cases as well as presentations. So it's a hands-on course where you will also be acquainted with professional writing skills, letter writing, email writing, writing memos, preparing business presentations, and also report writing. We will then move on to understanding the barriers that exist in the way of effective communication. And we will, once having identified them, we will also try to improve communication skills. We will talk about non-verbal communications, postures, organizational body language, conduct, how to work together in teams, how to also develop at the same time leadership skills. So how to be able to juggle between, collaborative working as well as having leadership skills, and also how to deal with conflict and the situations of conflict, so conflict management. And towards the end of the course, what we will be basically doing is we will be enhancing the skills that we learn throughout, and also negotiation skills, which include understanding certain strategies pertaining to marketing, selling, which are again required in different professional platforms and in different professional capacities. So the course, the credit distribution and the eligibility would be so that you would have one lecture and one practical. There is no specialization required. So any discipline, anybody from any discipline, we welcome all of you. In addition to attending the lectures, you will also be asked to prepare projects, assignments, case studies, presentations, reports, as the course instructor would deem necessary. So we had a very vibrant classroom last year, and beautiful communication and beautiful projects that were shared by all students. As you know, this is less to do with text. This is more to do with, like I said, hands-on training. So we welcome all of you, and we hope you will opt for this SEC. If you have any queries, you can email the department teacher in charge, Dr. Padma Priyadarshini, and the email address has been given below. And I will also add it to the message box. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Bhattacharya.
Thank you so much, Dr. Jain. 1 second, I will just stop sharing.
The last presentation is about the SEC Aquaculture Entrepreneurship. It is being offered by Department of Zoology. We have Dr. Jamkala with us for this presentation.
Yes, ma'am. I'm sharing my screen, ma'am. Is it visible to my screen, ma'am?
Yes, your screen is visible.
Good evening to everyone. I am Dr. Obaya, Department of Zoology. The Department of Zoology offered aquaculture entrepreneurship as a skill enhancement course for the first semester students. So actually, the cultivation of aquatic organisms under controlled conditions is known as aquaculture or aqua farming or fish farming. So it is a rapidly development sector for the global food security. So aquaculture remaining a growing, vibrant and important production sector for high protein food. Okay, so entrepreneurship is the process of designing, launching and running a business. That's why the aquaculture is an attractive option for the entrepreneurship, because we have the large coastal line. That's why aquaculture can be as a attractive option for the entrepreneurs. And also the day by day the requirement of the food is increased. That's why this field can attract the entrepreneurs to develop the business. So it has been recognized as a powerful income and development and employment generator, as it stimulates the growth of a number of subsidiary industries. So, and also it is the chief source for the nutrient food and being as a foreign exchange earner. Okay, so hence the aquaculture sector is expected to contribute more effectively to global food security, nutritional well-being, poverty reduction, and economic development by producing with minimum impact on the environment and maximum benefit to the society. So in Indian agriculture, the fisheries sector occupies a very important place in the socio-economic development of the country. Most importantly, it is the source of livelihood for a large section of the economically backward population of the country. So recently, our Union Minister of State for Fisheries, Animal Husbandry and Dairy, Dr. Murugan, has also said that India is the third largest country for the fish producing throughout the world and contributing 8% to the global fish production and ranks second in the aquaculture production. So based on the importance of the aquaculture in the socio-economic development of the country and opportunities available in this field, the Department of Zoology offered aquaculture entrepreneurship as the skill enhancement course to the first year students. My screen is not moving, that's why I am expressing like this. Okay, so the main objectives of this course are to understand the importance of the different types of economically important aquaculture species, ponds, and advanced technology required for the sustainable development of the aquaculture. So here, this course can be provide the students first-hand training on the traditional and technology-based aquaculture, and also the student gain experience in the management of the optimum water quality in fish production. So these are the major objectives of the course. Okay, after completion of this course, the students
Sir, your slide is not moving forward.
not moving, and that's why I am expressing like this.
Okay, okay, no problem.
That is the problem, ma'am. So the outcomes of the course, the students will be able to identify the useful aquaculture systems for the sustainable aquaculture development and recognize the suitable and economically important aquaculture species and understand the importance of the aquaculture in nutrition security, poverty elevation, and the employment generation. So the India has the large coastal line. That's why in aquaculture we have the numerous opportunities to establish the entrepreneurs in field of aquaculture. That's why the students who complete this course, after they are able to employed in the various aquaculture related business, or they are able to, I mean, because they are the fully equipped, if the student join in this course, that's why they are easily start their own, I mean, entrepreneurship. Okay, so they are the major opportunities in the field of aquaculture. So if the students, they can choose this course, they become a entrepreneurs. So I welcome the students who join in this course. Thank you, one and all.
Thank you, Dr. Rohan.
Thank you, ma'am. Now it is
Now it
moving,
is
ma'am.
moving, yes.
Yeah. Okay, I will show my PPT like this, ma'am.
Okay, okay.
Sorry for the inconvenience, ma'am. So yeah, why I am this I showing my PPT. I put one picture here, ma'am. This is the slide, ma'am. So here, if we observe this slide, here we see some people here. So these are the actually graduates from the aquaculture in Canada. Okay, so based on the opportunities available in the field of aquaculture, they become a aquatic farmers like this. Okay, so if the people or students can choose this course, they become a own entrepreneurs and they can build up their career in high position. Okay, thank you, and thank you one and all. Sorry for the inconvenience, ma'am.
So you can share the slides with me. I can share it in the CR group. The students can see it.
Okay, I will share, ma'am.
Yeah.
Now, can I share your email ID, ma'am?
Yeah, arpita@svc.ac.
Okay, I will share now, ma'am. Thank you, one and all, ma'am. So this is the syllabus now. Thank you, ma'am.
So students, we are done with all the presentations, all 16 presentations. Wonderful presentations are given by the teachers who will be teaching these papers. We are offering total 16 in the form where you will be giving your preferences. After the title of the paper, eligibility criteria, if there is any is mentioned, please keep in mind while filling up the form. Teachers have shared their details, email IDs. If you have any queries, you can contact them, you can write to them, or you can meet them in college in their respective department rooms. Last date of filling up the form is 31st of August, but I think we are done with all the 3 presentations. You can choose, you decide, you talk to your seniors, and then make a final decision. We will allocate as soon as you will fill the form and your classes will start. So with this,
Ma'am, can we have a group photograph?
Yes, yes. All
The
teachers, yeah, panelists present here, please turn on your cameras so we can have a group photograph. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone.
So I just formally want to thank each and every teacher who patiently waited for their turn and presented and gave a brief idea about the papers they will be teaching. And I'm sure it is very helpful for the first semester students. And I thank the Criteria 1 team, Dr. Sunita Yadav, Dr. Rajvi, Dr. Arpita for helping coordinating this event successfully. I thank system administration. Thanks to you, ma'am, also. At the back end, Mr. Naveen and the team. And thank you all the students for joining us. You may please fill the attendance and the feedback form. So with this note, we are ending this meeting here. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you,
Thank you, ma'am. Yes. For successfully coordinating all the orientation sessions, ma'am. A big thank you.
It's a
team. All the 5 orientations. Thank you. Thank you, everyone.
Thanks to the team.